front-loaded damage is what's up here for Gray Sports.
Yeah.
Though. Got lots of good stuff going on with that Esmeralda with the Cho. Great pickup potential already. All you need is like one good mid mage, like a Lo Yi or maybe a Veil, Valir, Chang'e.
Yeah, any of those.
Any of those actually can work here.
And now Jawhead was the one banned out here for Empire Monarch, meaning that, yeah, it's something that could have given that Farsa a really hard time. They're already respecting that Gray might actually give this Farsa a really hard time. So they're just taking out a lot of that strong dive. And I think they're either taking out the tank options here for Empire Monarch, or for Gray Esports, either to force them into making the Cho the tank, or really force them into making the Cho a side laner, and then leave Gray Esports with an unfavorable tank pick.
Yeah, probably that's a good possibility here. So now, no more tank, no more big tank picks, no more Sylvanas, no more Jawheads, means they might be forced into Atlas, which is fun.
No, yeah.
It's quite fun for me, at least. Other than that, what's a good one? What do you think?
You know what? I'm starting to see the sense of that Atlas pick. If they make this like an Atlas Veil, that's gonna be a lot of
already on the side
combo.
Yeah, Atlas Veil is great.
We saw the Atlas work really well with Esmeralda earlier with Aether main.
What about Minotaur joke?
Maybe not.
Yeah, shout out to 10S Gaming for that. Yep.
Oh!
Come on! No way!
Oh.
No.
They're really just trying to focus
very
too
easy.
much.
This is very easy to dodge for a lot of these carries.
Yeah.
Chang'e's coming in. Yeah, thank you. Even Yuzhong is fine, just not, please not the Galakacha. That's gonna be such an easy pick to counter. So now we have a bit better. Okay, Lunox.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, Chang'e was better, but Lunox is gonna have a hard time reaching the Farsa.
Yeah.
And reaching the Ling here.
I think they went for the Lunox instead. It's sort of more of a conservative pick in a way that they know they have good dives in Empire Monarch. So understanding that the Lunox is going to be a big part of their lineup, they want to have a mage with a good escape tool. Of course, the Power of Order Brilliance is going to be there for the Lunox. So it's the less aggressive pick, and understandable why they'd want to go conservative here because, yeah, they're down a game. If they lose this, they're going to be going to the lower bracket. So I see the logic in that pick. But for Empire Monarch, for their last one here, they just need a strong frontliner. Maybe the Khalid. It's something that they're going to go for here.
Right on cue.
There we go.
Perfect. Looks good for Empire Monarch.
Yeah.
I have no qualms whatsoever. The only qualm is that maybe you might, I don't know, Baksha in the mid lane might have... side lane Baksha might have worked better for me. I don't know. It feels like it. The damage output here is going to be very dependent on the early game on the Farsa. And that's it.
Yeah.
Alice is not going to do well in the early game. Maybe Khalid a little bit. On the other side, they have better early game level 4 picks. They got the Cho. They got Draven on that Deathless Lancelot.
Yeah, he's back on it.
It looks like, for me, this is going to be more of a closer fight than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
Great draft from Gray Sports.
Yeah, it could
not
be
bad.
a game number 3. And you know what? I really agree with you when you said that Baksha on the XP lane could have been better. Because going up against an Esmeralda, that's going to hit level 4 quicker than the Baksha will. The Baksha's going to be busy roaming. So by the time Esmer's level 4, Baksha, if he's not careful, is only going to be level 2 or 3, which means they're lacking on the Tortoise's Puissance that they need to get that reduced healing.
Yeah, they got to
from
slow
the
down the
Esmeralda.
Esme.
Yeah, they need to slow down the Esme. So this drafted by Empire Monarch, I feel like in the early game is going to be very dependent on how fast Baksha can level up and rotate.
Yep. So we'll have to wait and see if that's going to be the case here on game number 2 between Empire Monarch and, of course, Ray Esports are going to be in for an uphill climb.
Yeah. If this is going to be a win for them, then it's going to be a good story to tell if they do win game 3. But game 2 is still what they need to go through here. And, yeah, their draft much closer. Can stand a chance. One thing that they have to be careful here is surprise aggression coming in from Empire Monarch, from Team SV. If that Khalid decides to give up a little bit of lane control, or the moment he hits level 4, he's just going to go around, because I may be corrected once we get into the game, but it seems like he picked up an execute. So that means that's going to be a really aggressive Khalid who's really looking into just invading, getting someone really low, then execute, get out of there, and then they'll build their momentum from there.
Yeah, the Khalid is very deceptive sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't really have that much damage, and sometimes it's just going to swoop in. And Raging Sandstorm going to be a big set maker here. Again, I'm not sure. Empire Monarch looked like they had a lot of fun with the draft last game. They did a lot of unexpected stuff with that draft, with the very early game, early spiking Claude.
Yeah.
Which we don't really see a lot. It went for Blazing Duets early on, like team fight Blazing Duets, right? I mean, 3 times in a row. So...
Yeah, usually we see Claude's really just staying in lane and not leaving.
Saving it up,
Yeah.
So maybe Empire Monarch just got some more surprise in store for us with this lineup. We'll never know unless we get into it. And you're right, this is going to be execute on that Khalid. And Gray Esports, they got some answers of their own here with early game Lunox, early game Cho. And maybe they can ramp up Draven a lot faster this time around.
Let's see if it's gonna work out this time for Gray Esports. One thing that they're lacking in their lineup is gonna be that big team fight set. They do have that Falling Star Moon, but then that's it. They'll have a pick-off potential with Cho, but that's just a -1. Their lineup actually looks like it could shine with a lot of group stuns. Speaking of getting stunned, Sekuno was just completely surprised. Now he's going to be forced to give up some levels in lane.
Yeah, at least he's going to have to back off a little bit. There's still going to be Balagbag catching up on the experience. But again, you are getting pushed back. That's going to hasten up the clear for Empire Monarch with Berry. And going up on top, want to go for that early kills. Can they do this? This is 4v1 possibly. But no, it's only 1v3. Not enough really to take down Esme at this point.
Yeah, Balagbag decides to not help out Esme, not trusting that he'll be able to get away from that. I think Ubasa and Arlak was just kind of mad that he didn't hit level 4 right before he went for the Esmeralda. Because if he had that Tempest of Blades, he could have really potentially taken out Kenisu there because it was a 3 versus 1 situation. But, you know, it happens. Just wasn't able to get the levels just in time. Now, Balagbag here also has to be really careful with his positioning because his presence in this fight, in this game, is really important because that could be your direct answer to Arlak's Ling. And having the Cho up as long as possible, as long as he doesn't get picked off too early, as long as he doesn't position himself too aggressively in shrubs and he gets deleted before a team fight would ensue, he could be one of the reasons why they would win this match as long as he can counter that Ling.
Yeah, and again, the turtle here, early game, very important. Draven, it's not going to be as easy as earlier where Draven really just walked in and got it. He's going to have a lot of contention here, and that's exactly what's happening here with Feathered Airstrike in the J-Lo doing what Yu-Jongs do best, disrupt the Feathered Airstrike, and the fight is happening. First blood onto the Ling, that is not good for Empire Monarch.
And ambush, 50%. Oh, just getting out of Thorned Rose of Draven just in time. But even if it got hit, it'd probably survive it. Imba J-Lo here is going to be, now other than Balagbag, one of the reasons why Gray Esports could win. Just time that Black Dragon form for the Feathered Airstrike of Farsa. You called it. He wasn't able, Very wasn't able to make the most out of it because he was interrupted.
Yeah, I think that was 1 or 2 strikes and he was out. He had to really fly because he was getting attacked by Shaw Essence over and over again. So that's a good set there. And again, the counter pick happening and really working for Gray Esports so far.
And this is the Gray Esports lineup that has 2 heroes with assassin emblems. They put up the killing spree on Imba J-Lo. That's Carl Flap Teasy vibes right there. A lot of Juzongs would go for the Festival of Blood, but with this assassin emblem, that's a lot of damage.
That's right, Ambush 1v3 right now. Did he use the Raging Sandstorm yet? Not yet. That's going to be the Tempest of Blades. 1 kill going over Draven. Deathless no more. Can actually go for more. Saikuno here for the cleanup, but not going to be happening anytime soon.
Great counter response there by Empire Monarch. Gray Esports, looks like they had a sure kill in their hands, but they just dilly-dallied way too much. Or maybe, you know, benefit of the doubt, Ambush 3435 was able to use that Raging Sandstorm just in time to get that 3-man stun. Great rotation by
Oh.
Berry. Wow.
Nice one on the Purify here. At least we're able to stop that one big play from Balagbad. That could have been really bad. Very with good timing. And the rest of the team trying to make it up. Bull with win. The Alice plays in the mid lane. Turtle is going to be very close. It's half HP. Dive in by Kensu, but Turtle will still go over to Ubasan. Arlak. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Ubasan. Yeah, there you go.
Basan, Arlag. Yeah, the fact that he has 2 capitalized A is kind of throwing me off.
Yeah, I know.
And the V, you have letters.
Very
small-
much turning me off.
Smaller case letters.
But that's
in
okay. That's
between.
fine. I mean, hopefully they change it once we get into the regular season, if
Yeah.
they get in. So, big questions here. Happening right now. We've got Imajalo and Psycho trying to clear up on top. Ambush on the bottom with the falling star from Kenisu. And not really that much going to be happening here, of course. For the meantime, though, Necklace of Durance will be active onto Very 2018. Will only help and slow down the regeneration of this Yu Zhong. And, of course, the Lunox. And
Yeah.
Esmeralda. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of people getting affected by anti-lifesteal.
Yeah, so that's something Grey Esports has to respect, that, okay, since they actually went for damage on their Yuzong, he won't have as much lifesteal as he would if he had Festival of Blood. And we saw this earlier, the early picks of the Necklace of Durance, respecting the lifesteal or the regen capabilities of your lineup, it worked really well. It just slipped my mind which team it was. I believe it was Archangel who picked up on a Necklace of Durance really early with their Farsa. I think it was Escalera, and I think this is going to work out really well again for Berry.
Yeah, once more, again, the defensive Tempest of Blades was a little bit over eager here by Ubasan. So, ouch, number 1, and number 2 not going to be hitting. Number 3 just for safety. And on the bottom lane, I think they're going to catch Kenisu. The shields are too much, though. I don't think they're going to be doing as much damage as they think they would. Although they are zoning up really hard for the turtle happening in 10 seconds. Maybe try to get them low. Try to get them, force them to go back in the base. Could be the trick, but we're even on the, almost even on the economy here, man.
Yeah, and it just dawned on me that Empire Monarch just is chasing after that regen reduction. They already have the Baksha with them, but then they said, you know what, 1 regen reduction isn't enough, we'll bring out 2, let's give a Necklace of Durance as well for Farsa. Though it sounds funny, it could actually turn out really well for them.
I think it will turn out very well for them, because I think if they're angry, Bulwick can also do that. And that's going to be everyone reduced with healing.
Yeah.
Right now, though, it's everyone is swimming. Oh, my God. Turtle goes over to Ubasan once more. Timing on Tempest of Blades is perfect. Although he can't really pull out the skills, he's going to lose that turtle buff. And that's one big thing lost. But Bulwick can get one more kill. Forces the flicker out of Balagbag 1 for free. They can actually get even a lot more here with Ambush coming in to the fight. Saikuno, though, will be able to regen out, and Kensu will be able to block on out some of that damage. Oh, look at that. Oh!
Goodbye!
Goodbye. Beautiful hits with the execute.
Not sure if you guys heard it, but even our brothers on the
Everyone
Filipinos stream
just
across
went,
us.
oh, everyone in the room just went, oh, that was beautiful.
Oh,
Disrespect
man.
play from Ambush, 3-4-3-5.
The execute on the Khalid. I told you it would happen. Even though we didn't see a lot of invades from him, and that's the first skill that he's gotten, Gray has got to respect that. Saikuno has been... I haven't felt him in this game with this Lunox. And I feel like he is the weak point right now in his team. The weakest link in this game, rather, for Grey Esports. And now Empire Monarch, they're really smelling that 2-0 win.
Really do, and this is looking really good so far, but it's far from over. 2,000 goal lead will mean very little in the late game. An extension forcing the Pusans over into this box. Oh my God, that's gonna be. I was close. Actually, I thought Imajalo was gonna go for it, but no.
Yeah,
They're playing a little bit more conservatively here.
Yeah, you're starting to see the caution and the fear a little bit of, oh, we don't want to go down to the lower bracket. But that looked like it could have been a good opportunity.
Yeah.
But you know what? Understandable why they would want to be cautious in this scenario. But Tempest of Blaze will be popped in the middle lane.
Once more under the turret, they can go. But looks like the Blades are not going to be reaching that far. Only the Feather Airstrike, and Lord will be spawning here. Not really as big of a deal as you think. It's only level 1. but could still be a big objective they can play around. So Empire Monarch could probably play around it if they want to. But oh, did they see that? Did they see the Phantom execute?
Yep. I think
They did. They're going to be a lot more confident coming into this one with Bullwit on the top side, rotating swiftly towards the mid. And that's going to be an easy tower without an ultimate, the Lancelot. They were very easy for them to push.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that tension was there to provide the info for Empire Monarch that, yeah, this guy has no ult. Let's just dive the tower and break it right away. So the stars aligned for Empire Monarch there.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, they did not pick up the necklace of Duress for the Alice, but they still picked up the Sea Halberd for Obasa and Arlak.
Right.
So they're still really just focusing on making sure that the other team... Exactly.
Yeah, overkill anti-life steal, but it also does provide some physical damage penetration, so it's fine.
Attack speed as well is going to be
Attack speed also works very well for this hero, and again, 1-2-2 so far on that Ling doesn't look threatening. But it is. It's a very late lollipop, 10 minutes into the game.
That's an interesting item.
That was a very interesting item pickup. I wouldn't do that. But doesn't matter, does it?
Oh, Sai Kuno gets picked off again. He has been ejected, but he was not the imposter.
Oh, Balagbag. Extension not really scared at all of this Cho. No matter what you do, Tempest of Blades are coming for you. That's another kickoff, but he's going to go down. And that's going to be the rest of Empire Monarch going into the fight. Once more in.
Raging Sandstorm, but that's going to be a kill and a killing spree for Bullwit. Imba J-Lo just going and flying around, but they smell and feel that this is a win. But Imba J-Lo, the magic regen, or the life regen, sorry, is actually there for him. Despite all the anti-regen items that Empire Monarch has, Imba J-Lo still stealing a lot of life with the Sha Essence.
Yeah, and surprisingly too. I mean, Sha Essence, what? Seriously? I mean, we've thought by now these things would be shut down already, but no. Not really.
It's still there, and Empire Monarch, I think it's going to be the X factor here for their team, or one of their keys to victory. Still 100% kill participation with 7 assists. So it just goes to show that Empire Monarch, they really center their ability to pick off and their abilities in team fights around this far side. Understandable. Balagbag needs to be careful. Could have gotten picked off there, but the members of Grey were nearby. The Lord has spawned, and this could be a really big fight for the Lord here. Empire Monarch was working well for them. They have the Farsa, they have the Alice that could really disrupt the members of Grey. But then Imba J-Lo is starting to sense that, you know what, maybe I really should just dive the Farsa. Maybe I should really just abuse my Black Dragon form to mess up that Link, to mess up that Alice, and just have confidence in my own lifesteal, in my own hero mechanics to turn it around for my team.
Yep, and that confidence really is paying off, man. Somehow they're still holding on, but not for long. Looks like Grey Esports. Look at that. They don't know what they're gonna do now. Everyone's spread around the map.
Yeah, they're up against a really strong split pusher. They want position around the Lord. Empire Monarch is handling this beautifully.
Yeah, and even mid lane control here for Empire Monarch with that Khalid. The Khalid at this point is just scary as well. 1-0-3, but has a damage output of a really fed assassin.
Now Grey spinning around the Lord. Feathered Airstrike. I think that might be a little bit too early, Rockhard.
Too early, only pulls off 2. Clears the minion waves that does not damage any members of SV, of Grey Esports rather. And this is the ultimate zone here. Every corner is zoned out here. And they could go for a really big call here onto Balagbag. He flickers out, but he's going down. I know. Extension is in danger though.
He's actually a 1-for-1 trade. Both tanks go down. Feathered Airstrike committed yet again, and I think that was just really messy from both teams. Balagbag went in way too early and way too deep, and then a triple extension just did not stop the ultimate zone out. He just kept going. And Empire Monarch also, I think, it could have been a wrong call to chase after Balagbag because they had free reign over the Lord. Tension was doing everything he can and buying time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they're just buying time at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
That Lord was just also kind of 50-50 for me. I mean, why did they take? Why was everyone zoning and only one guy was hitting it? It was like,
Yeah.
what was the objective there? Maybe the objective was to try to get kills, but it didn't really happen, and they again bought too much time for nothing.
Yeah,
it was weird.
It was a very strange exchange there. But
And
now
here's take two.
take two. Oh,
You know what? It failed in the first time. Let's go ahead. Let's wrap up. Let's try again.
Yeah, this
And
could work out. I
This
think.
could work out. They had no one's hitting. Only one guy's hitting it.
Yeah, Empire Monarch. I think they're looking for a team fight before they go full commit on
Yeah,
the
there's
Lord.
just one bait. Literally baiting someone to go in.
Oh,
And
it
I
worked.
think that's Balagbag. It worked very, very well. They got one and they can get more. That's the flying Imba. JLo trying to go in for the kill, but not really getting any targets. That's Black Dragon form already out of the question. Very 2018, very safe on the back line. And that's Bullwit and Ambush going for the dives. A lot of
Arlak!
AoE damage. Arlak could go in. Temple of Blaze goes down.
Wow!
That's a double. That's a mega kill for Bullwit. That could be it. That's a wipeout. A triple and a wipe. And that should be the push. That's a long death timer for 4 members of Gray Esports. And you can really tell Empire Monarch, they want to finish. This is how you TP. This is when you do it. Only Balagbag going to be remaining again. This guy was the reason, I think, for that last one. And will it matter? He's trying his very best, but it will not be the case. That is a 2-0. Empire Monarch finishes the game.
Wow. The absolute patience from Arlak. Earlier I said Draven had the patience of Hajizi. I'm sorry. Arlak playing like Hajizi in that last team fight. Really just
Man.
waiting for the last moment that
Literally.
he was just watching like, dude, I'm going to stay here. Not low enough. Not low enough.
Nope,
Low enough.
Nope.
Triple
there you
kill.
go. Triple.
What a play.
What a play. And again, oh man, Balagbag. Twice in a row, he got caught out.
Yeah.